Hello and welcome back. It's been ages. Okay, no, it hasn't been ages. It's been probably 6 or 7 weeks since my last video. It's just been a little bit hectic and I feel like I need to do some admin before I start filming. It is a scorcher today, so my windows are open. So I suspect you might be able to hear a car in the background every now and then. My neighbours are outside. It's a long weekend, so they're chilling outside. You might be able to hear them talk and laugh and do their thing every now and then. Earlier on, I started attempting to film this about 2 hours ago, but then there were lawnmowers, there were helicopters, they were obviously looking for something or someone. And then when I inserted my SD card, my memory card, I'd managed to break it in half, so I had to get in my car and go find a new SD card. So I no longer feel and look as fresh as I did when I started attempting this, but I'm here now and I'm going to do this. I have a box full of empties. I actually moved house with most of these empties, and I remember my friend that helped me move some of the loose little things could not grasp why any person would move with empty cosmetic bottles and things. So I'm going to get into it. I'm not going to get into too much detail. I'm also not going to categorize them. I'm just going to, the box is here next to me, and I'm just going to do it lucky packet style. Take them out one by one and tell you what I thought of them. First is the Verbena, I can't pronounce the French name, but it's the Verbena shower gel from L'Occitane. Absolutely love this. It's very fresh. Men would like it too. It's a very unisex, clean, fresh, obviously lemony scent. And it's the first gel that I've used in ages. I usually use shower oils or creams or milks, and did not have any skin complaints of dryness with it. Also, and I know it's sort of etiquette to wash your empty bottles. I did not get to doing that. Next up is the Body Shop's Cocoa Butter, nice and dirty bottle, creamy body wash. Not coconut at all, it's cocoa butter, so slightly nutty scent. The cat is trying to rub up against the tripod. If I start shaking now, that's why. Sort of a slightly nutty, creamy scent. Lovely product. A little goes very far with these, especially if you use it with a shower lily. And while we're on the Body Shop makes the best shower lilies. They're big and nice and scrunchy, and you can just wash your whole body with one application of shower product. The next thing is also a shower product. It's Soil Balancing Baobab Body Wash. Lots of baobab oil in there, and it's scented with rose, geranium and sandalwood. It's certified organic, so there's no sulfates or anything like that in there. So if you are sensitive to the foamy and the soapy stuff, it's definitely a good option to use. While we're on the topic of organic, tremendous organic tea tree shampoo. I use this in between other shampoos almost as a clarifying shampoo. It has no silicones. It's not particularly clarifying as in stripping, but I do feel that it removes a bit of residue. I'll use it every 2 weeks. I'll use it for 3 or 4 days in a row, and then I'll use something else again just to shake things up a little. There's a lovely flattened bottle of Woolworth's Fresh Delights Lotus and Water Foam Bath. These are my favorite sort of budget quick buy foam baths. They don't make me itch, although they do have all the sulfates and things in there. But I do love the Woolies foam baths for just the lovely soft and gentle smells. Batiste Dry Shampoo, the Sassy and Daring Wild variant. I think I'll not the biggest leopard print fan, don't have much issue with it, but not the biggest fan. But this is the best smelling of the Batiste dry shampoos according to me, so I'll buy that again for the smell. I just closed the window because for some reason all the cars in Centurion feel like driving past my house or past my flat now. So if I start melting in a puddle of makeup in a little bit, then we'll know it's heat stroke. I'll do these two together. I really enjoyed the Kerastase Criminologist shampoo and conditioning treatment. If I remember correctly, the conditioning treatment is ridiculously expensive. It's something like R1,000, which I would not pay. But for me, the highlight was the shampoo. It's a very sort of it's not for anyone who has any specific hair problems. So if you have very frizzy or very damaged or very anything hair, you sort that out first, and this is what you'll use afterwards. It's sort of like a general anti-aging shampoo, and yeah, the entire range. Also finished the Tresemme Platinum Strength Conditioning Treatment. I have the shampoo and conditioner that I have not yet used, but I remember mentioning when I wrote about them that even Tresemme's very sort of the nourishing and repairing variants aren't very heavy, and I found the same thing even with this deep conditioning treatment. I just use it as an everyday conditioner. Did like that it smoothed my ends very well, but there was not any heaviness to it at all, which scores bonus points in my book. These things, oh my goodness. I got 3 collab dry shampoos from the UK via a friend that mailed me, Ashley. And I finished them so quickly. I tried to save them and stretch them, but they're just so extremely good. They are truly translucent dry shampoos. And it is, I think, the first dry shampoo that I've ever used that is truly translucent but still does a good job. The only drawback, I think, is how much I use of it at a time. I really went through these very, very quickly. And even I was traveling at the time when I used this, and through airports and things, I could spray 2 or 3 times a day without my hair looking horrible. Sorry, cat. A little bit of an odd one, but these. Ooh. Okay. little bit of an odd one, but I love these Mercer and Reed linen sprays. They are from Australia, and I don't know if you can get them here. My mom just sends, whenever someone comes or when they send a parcel or something, she just sends me about 6 or 8 of these, and I use them forever. This is the Rose Anatolia and Bergamot fragrance, and it's the perfect citrus, slightly rose scent. What I do is I do not like room sprays or anything that comes from an aerosol bottle. Everything just smells like toilet to me. I can't. So when I want to refresh a room, I will just spray this onto the curtains, and especially if the curtains are open, it just sort of carries the scent through. It's been a clean couple of months. There's another shower product, the L'Occitane Shea Butter Whipped Shower Foam is a very cool product. It comes out the nozzle as a foam already, so you just wash yourself with it. It's fairly moisturizing. I think this is a good product for people who should be using a shower oil or a shower cream but don't like to use something that feels that rich. I finished Soap and Glory's the Fab Pore 2-in-1 facial mask and peel. It's a little green mask. It feels very cooling. There are some granules in there, but I just didn't use it as a scrub. I just applied and, went for it. Very nice to do a bit of a deep cleanse on your skin. I finished a Kiehl's Super Multi-Corrective Cream. I actually used one before, just when it launched. We actually got lab sample pots to use. Loved it then, loved it now. I do wish it would come in a airless pump bottle. Whenever face creams are in a jar, I feel it doesn't matter what fancy ingredients they put in there, it sort of gets reduced to just another moisturizer with maybe an additional benefit or two. Look, if you're excellent at using a clean spatula every time and you close the lid immediately after you use it, then maybe your ingredients will get there. But sometimes even the light is enough to degenerate. Another moisturizer I finished was the Vichy Aqualia Thermal Rich Night Cream, which is purely a nice, thick, almost balmy, hydrating night cream. So if that's the kind of thing you're in the market for, this is one I would definitely recommend. A couple of makeup products and we're done. 2 mascaras, the Lancome Hypnose Volume Porter, I don't know how to pronounce those words. Very good mascara. I saw this more as an everyday mascara. You can layer it up quite a bit, but I found it a very easy mascara to use every day. I used it for a full 3 months now, and it's with the Empties because it's drying out now. And then for when I really wanted to shake things up, you can see the writing is off and everything. L'Oreal Miss Manga Punky Mascara. Oh my goodness, this over Estee Lauder's Little Black Primer is the biggest, best, badass lash combination that I've ever used. It's insane how big and how long and how voluminous your lashes get when you use those two. I use it over the primer because I don't like the clumping very much. I was more about the just getting those big bad lashes. I also have cut open the tube of my Studio Sculpt MAC foundation. I always use the shade. It depends on the formulation. I'm either NC15 or NW15, and this I'm NW15. NC15 is too pale. Love this foundation. It lasted me so long, and I used it every time I applied makeup for the last 6 months probably. You can either do a very light natural application, or you can go all out and do a full face. It's very buildable, and I do need to repurchase, but I'm just trying out some other things in the meanwhile first. So if you have any interest in my armpits, these are the things that I use. I do sometimes try things that I receive and that get sent to me, but more often than not, I'm not impressed. So at night, I use Shield Clinical Protection. It's a clinical strength antiperspirant. Nothing has ever kept me closer to dry, fairly dry. I am a sweater by nature, as are most people. But this is the closest I've ever been to dry armpits. And during the day, I'll just use Dove aerosol deodorant. I switch the variants very often. This is the Go Fresh one, and I also like the original, and sometimes I'll use the Silk Dry. I just go with whatever I feel like using that day. Right, I think I set a land speed record for talking really fast now. I will start collecting empties again now, so I'll probably have another one up end of this year, beginning of next year. I like to collect a couple of months worth to make it a worthwhile video to watch. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll chat to you again soon.